I am a Canadian citizen, and my husband is a permanent resident green card holder in the States. We got married in 2017. We've been traveling back and forth trying to visit each other.
Right.
Now, I'm wondering if I could file the adjustment of status because it's current right now, but
How long have you been in the United States?
I've been visiting back and forth. Now I've just been visiting for a week.
Okay, so
here.
you cannot file the adjustment for at least 90 days, and then you would have to hope after 90 days the priority dates are still current for you.
Okay, so I can wait 90 days and then
because otherwise it would be a misrepresentation.
Okay, if I were to go back to Canada, would I have to wait for like a long time? Is it easier to do adjustment of status or go back to Canada and wait?
Is the I-130 approved right now?
No, it's still pending.
Okay, yes, then it would be faster to stay here, wait 90 days and file.
Okay. And what's the process after I apply for the adjustment of status? You
would get a work permit. You'd get a work permit
right away.
About a few months later, but you have to hope that the priority dates are still current. In 90 days. We don't know if they will or won't be. So what I think you need to do is come September, have a consultation with us and let's see what's going on.
Okay.
It's a little too early.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So I had a question regarding a petition that was filed by my aunt for one of my uncle who is in India.
Okay.
And the 130 petition was filed on June 7, 2006, 13 years ago. And it was approved in December 2009.
Did you say
later on 3.5 years ago?
Did you say 2006?
Yes. The petition was filed in 2006.
Okay.
And it was approved in December 2009.
Okay.
My uncle had a question about it, that he has his son, aged about 27 years as of now, and he's single, not married.
He would not be included on the case because he would only get the amount of time it took for the I-130 to get approved, which was 3 years. So at the most, he would get till 24. And he's 27,
so he won't be
would
able
not
to
be
get the visa, right?
Correct.
Okay, even if he stays single and not
even if
get
he stays
married?
single and doesn't get married, he's off the case. Unfortunately, he got off about
so
24. He's out. You're talking about the Child Status Protection Act, the CSPA,
right?
And he got, based on the information you gave me, he got about till 24 years old.
Right. So he's already 27, so I don't think he will get it.
I don't think he will not.
Okay. Yeah, that was the question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right.
I recently received a request for evidence from USCIS.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, requesting information re my daughter registration to permanent residence or adjust status.
Okay. What is
they're stating that
don't read it verbatim. Just tell me what they're asking.
Yeah, they're stating that my wife didn't make enough money to petition for my daughter.
Okay.
But I listed my income as other income in the household.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but somehow I was still in transition to become a permanent resident at that time. So I don't know if that's the reason why
that is the reason that is the reason why. You have to be a resident or a citizen.
They didn't use my income.
That's because you were not a resident or a citizen.
So the question now, can I
are you a resident
put in
now?
an affidavit of support for my daughter? Yeah, I'm a lawful permanent resident now.
So now you're going to sign the I-864 Supplement A. You're not going to do a separate I-864. Re-sign it now as a permanent resident and show your income, and then you will be fine.
Okay, all right, then. Thanks so much,
You're very welcome.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's go to Angela in Freehold, New Jersey. Angela.
Yes, hi, Brad.
Hi,
how
are you
doing?
Good.
Good. I have a question. I'm a U.S. citizen. I came to this country when I was 5 years old, and I became a U.S. citizen in 1993, so that was 28 years ago. Anyway, I have a situation where I'm looking to travel to Italy, Rome, Italy.
Right.
And they're not requesting for a visa or anything, but I have a situation where I was arrested for shoplifting in a Walmart store, just moving a tag off a shelf, and all hell broke loose.
Right.
Anyway, when I was arrested, and I had an attorney at the time, we went to court. So they dropped the charge to a disorderly conduct charge.
Right, that's not a crime.
And the attorney has to...
Yeah, it's not a crime.
I'm sorry?
That's not a crime. A disorderly conduct is not a crime.
And then he suggested to me to get it expunged.
Right.
So we waited the 2-year good conduct time.
Right.
And then I had it expunged, and it's 4 years this month that it's expunged. but I'm looking to travel to Italy, and I don't know what I'm up against when I get there.
Well, I can tell you that you did not describe anything that is a crime. I am not an expert on Italian law. I am on pizza, but not law for Italy. But what you said is a disorderly conduct. This was New Jersey. A disorderly conduct in New Jersey is not a crime. So as far as you are concerned, you do not have a criminal record. Now, you may want to call the Italian consulate to make sure there's no problem. But
I did that, and they don't have an answer because they don't have a visa. That's, if you stay under 90 days, you don't have a visa.
I think you're going to be perfectly fine. Nobody's fingerprinting you at the airport.
And how about coming home, like coming to the U.S.?
No, you're a citizen.
Okay. And, does immigration see that, or they don't see that?
But you're a citizen. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. They can't stop a U.S. citizen from entering the United States. If you were a mass murderer, you're still a U.S. citizen.
Right.
Okay, so you're fine. And as far as Italy's concerned, although I don't know the laws of Italy, I can't imagine that they have a law that says if you have something other than a criminal offense, you still can't come to Italy. So I would find that hard to believe.
Well, that's what I read. I read all those things, like you have to have a criminal, the 3 years past your jail time and all that.
But you don't have a criminal record. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A disorderly conduct's not a criminal record.
Okay.
It's a violation. It's not a crime in New Jersey.
Right, it's a violation. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's like having a speeding ticket. It's the equivalent of a speeding ticket.
Right.
All right, so don't worry about it. Enjoy your trip. That's my advice.
I filed my I-751, remove the condition.
Right.
I got my extension in January. However, my green card expired in March.
Okay.
But now it's August, and I haven't heard anything.
But you're not going to hear.
The word?
No, it's about 18 months before you hear anything. As long as you got your extension, you're a lawful resident. If you need to travel or work, you take the extension and your expired card and you use it. That's together.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You're good.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Best of luck.
I filed for my son in 2012 as a resident, and I upgraded it in 2013 as a citizen. Now, I filed it with your company, too. I haven't been hearing anything at all, so I called, and I was told that they're in February, the immigration, they're up to February now.
Okay.
And he's August, because his priority date is August.
Okay.
What I'm asking now is, with the new rules and everything that Trump is doing, will it affect my son?
Yes, because if it goes into effect, these new rules, we don't know if it'll go into effect. There's already 2 lawsuits that are being planned that are going to be filed within days to try to block it. So we don't know what the courts are going to do. But if it does go into effect, which I doubt it will, I believe there will be a preliminary injunction stopping it from going into effect. But if it does go into effect, yes, it would affect any case that goes for a visa appointment after October 15th, and it would affect any adjustment application that goes in after October 15th.
But I put in this paper from 2012.
No. I'm talking about visa appointment in another country.
Okay, so I'm not sure of your answer to me.
So my answer to you is, if it goes into effect, it will affect you, because your son's in another country right now. He's not filing an adjustment.
Okay.
All right. So if you want, you can come in. You're my client. You can come in. We can talk about it and figure out, how we deal with it. Okay. Happy to do it.
Okay.
All right. So hold on one second. All right.
Okay. I have 2 questions. The first one is, my daughters, 2 of them, they got their green card through their stepmom.
Right.
In 2013. So between 2013 and 2016, they used to travel back and forth to Jamaica and the U.S. And the longest they stayed on one visit to Jamaica was 10 months. However, they migrated permanently in 2016 of June. So my daughter wants to file for her citizenship.
When was the trip for 10 months to Jamaica?
Trip to 10 months. When was it?
Yeah.
I think it was 2015
and then,
in the summer.
And then she went back home, came back, and then went back home again, and then came back?
Yeah, because they went.
It sounds
they
like
went
to
to school
me. Yeah, it sounds like to me she wouldn't be eligible till at least 2020 or maybe even 2021. I would have to look at their travel, but I'll tell you the rules. You can look at it yourself. Okay, the rule is no, in the last 5 years, no trip more than 6 months. So we know that you have to count 5 years from that 10-month trip when she came back. which was 2015. So minimally, it's going to be 2020. And then between that 10-month trip, the day she came back from that 10-month trip, to 5 years moving forward, was she physically in the United States for 30 out of 60 months? So you just got to do the math.
Yeah, they were physically here, but they took one last trip in 2017 of the summer and only spent 3 weeks.
Then that's fine. So it's really going to be 5 years from when she returned from that 10-month hiatus out of the United States.
Oh.
All right.
So as you said, it probably would be 2020.
2020.
Okay, another question. How long does the process take when she put in the document?
Right now, it's taken a very short time, 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. Yeah. Okay, and how soon can she file for her mom?
The day she becomes a citizen. That's you. The day she becomes a citizen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how long does that take? And
about another
what
12
documents?
months. All right.
12
so
months.
you're don't worry about the documents because you're 2021 before she's filing for you. All right. She's going to file for her citizenship in 2020. You're going to get your green card in 2021. We're now in 2019. And what you really need to do is just really make an appointment with us towards the end of the year. We'll start your daughter's citizenship. As far as documents that you're going to need, you need your passport that you legally entered the United States. You need your daughter's birth certificate. You need your birth certificate. You need marriage certificates, death certificates, divorce certificates, plus an affidavit of support. And we don't know what the affidavit of support rules will be 2 years from now.
Okay. And one last question, Brad. With all the changes that the Donald Trump is making to immigration, if she's not working 52,000 at the time when she's ready to file for me, would that be a problem?
Magic 8 ball. What will be the laws in 2021? But although the Magic 8 ball says if she's not working, without a doubt, you'll have a problem. I mean, you could always get a second affidavit of support, though, but that's what the Magic 8 ball says. Right. I have no idea what the laws are going to be in 2021, so how can I tell you?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I recently filed, about 2 years ago, I filed an I-601 form for my mom.
Right.
And she was denied because obviously her spouse or her parent was the one who was eligible to file for her. Well, not denied. She wasn't eligible. The process wasn't eligible because her spouse or parent was supposed to file for her. So I want to know, what proof does my grandmother, which is her mom, need to prove that basically her life will be in hardship if my mom isn't here with her?
I'm confused on the question. Say that again now. Your grandmother filed for...
So I filed I-601 for my mom.
Why did you file for I-601? You okay.
Yeah,
so all right, I understand now. You're the daughter.
Yeah.
You're the U.S. citizen. Yes. You filed for your mom.
Correct.
She needs a waiver. Why does she need a waiver? Why does she need a waiver?
Well, she needs a waiver because in the past she came here illegally and was turned back. So
okay,
now
so she needs a waiver for misrepresentation. She cannot get the waiver for misrepresentation through you. You can only get it through a spouse or parent, which is why you're saying now my grandparent, which is her mother, has to file the waiver for her. And and basically what it is you're the petitioner, but the hardship goes to grandma, your grandmother, which is her mother, that she would have some sort of emotional or hardship or extreme and unusual hardship as a result of being separated from your mother. And that requires an interview with grandma to find out what her problems are.
So I guess that was the second part to that first question. Like what can she prove? What can she
I don't know anything about your grandmother, but it's economic hardship. Maybe she has medical conditions. Maybe she can't go visit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she has post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't know anything about grandma. So that's why I said we got to interview grandma and then figure out what is the hardship.
Okay, so there's no rule to what the hardship is. It's just what my grandmother said would be considered hardship for her.
Correct. And then we would have to, as lawyers, prove that what grandma says is extreme and unusual, not your regular, I just missed my daughter hardship.
Right. Okay.
All right.
And I have another question, if you don't mind. Yes. So we recently had a death in the family, and my mom, she would like to attend the funeral. What forms, can she apply for, or can I apply for her to attend the funeral?
She can't.
While we're still in the process.
She can't. She was ordered deported, and she's barred from the United States forever. They're not going to let her come in for a funeral, especially when she needs a waiver to get her green card.
So that process will be denied.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a brother who came here from Jamaica in 1989 on the farmer program.
Right.
At the time, he got a green card, and he came up on his ID. And he's here ever since 1989 until he got 2 daughters. No, he was married, but the wife never filed for him. But one of the daughters now, she's of age and she filed for him. And she filed for him 2 years ago. Only to find out that they sent his thing to in Jamaica for him to
to get his green card in Jamaica, but he's here in the United States. How did he come to the U.S.? How did he come to the U.S. again?
He came here on a green card that he got on the farm work program from 1989.
Not
and
a
he's
green
still
card,
here.
just that you came on a farm work program, but he's overstayed his time. So he needs to file an adjustment here. The daughter didn't do it right. She just filed an I-130 when she needed to do an I-45 and an I-130.
So she need to do an adjustment?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got to prove he made a legal entry with his farm work card.
Next question. I have a friend who was married. He's a citizen here. And he married to this lady from Jamaica, and the lady dumped him, and he want to get married again, but he said he's scared. What can he do?
Get divorced and get married again. It's life. People get divorced and married all the time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
With the new rule in effect, does it mean that people can still use the joint sponsor for affidavit of support?
Yep, you can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I had my adjustment of status interview 5 weeks ago.
Right.
And yesterday, 5 weeks ago, I received a request for evidence that I should submit a verification of the. Let me quickly read out. Say, please submit a verification of your divorce decree from the High Court of Lagos State, Nigeria. In order to obtain this request, you have to visit the High Court of Lagos. And like that. So I was, and another letter, the same letter says I should appear in person to submit this verification at the Federal Plaza. And I was given a date. Said that I should come alone I should be alone. So I don't know what to expect at this interview.
Is it an interview or is it just a request to drop off a document? Those are two different things.
The other letter just says you are hereby notified to appear on Friday, September 13th.
You already had an interview already. I think it sounds like they just want you to drop off the document on that day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then the second question is, if I get my green card, maybe if I get my green card, which is has a validity of 2 years, and I join the military, would I become a citizen, or would I still need to file?
You would need to remove the conditions, but they would probably expedite it after you've been in the military for 1 year. You could probably remove the conditions and do your citizenship simultaneously. I'm sure the military will take care of that for you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brad.
You're very welcome.
I have two questions for you to answer for me, please. The first one is, my husband is about to file the I-485.
Right.
But on his tax return, it says single, even though we've been married a year now.
You got to amend it.
Pardon?
Amend his tax return.
Oh, you can amend it?
Why not? Tell the truth.
Okay, and for proof of citizenship, he doesn't have a passport as it. Can he use the citizenship certificate as evidence?
Yes, he can.
Okay, thank you, Brad.
You're welcome.
I have an interview coming up right now, but I had submitted some documents, like pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
Also, I had sent a medical in, but I didn't send it with the documents. I sent it separately. I want to know if I should do another medical and take it to the interview.
Yes, absolutely, because I doubt it made the file.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have two questions. I came here on a J visa, J1.
Right.
And I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I overstayed my visa for 2 years. I worked without authorization. Is it going to affect my case?
No. As long as you're married to a citizen, working without authorization doesn't affect your case. Just make sure if you're on a J visa that you don't have a 2-year home residence requirement.
No, I'm not subject to that.
Okay, fine. No. So, no. Tell the truth. You worked out of status. Tell the truth. I worked out of status. You'll still get a green card. You would only not get a green card if you don't tell them you worked out of status and they discover that you did, then you lied. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.